Hey guys, two words for today: training and perspective. Training. I've been talking to you guys a lot lately, some of you anyway, about after you leave here. What are you going back to? Is it a good situation? Is it a bad situation? Do you have support? Do you not? What does it look like for you after you leave here? And I've tried to challenge you guys to see that bigger vision about what you want to do and be when you get out of here, not just that short-term goal of getting out of these four walls or leaving the Monarch program or whatever. It's bigger than that. You're training right now. You're training for life. You're training essentially for the hardest challenges in your life. A friend of mine from high school, from way back, I won't tell you how far back, but he posted online the other day a letter from one of our football coaches when we were seniors in high school. And it was right after we won a state championship. And the coach wrote that basically all of the hard work and all the challenges that we had put up with during the season, all of those blood, sweat, and tears that were put in, were lessons that we learned for later in life. We trained to win a championship, and we trained to overcome things in our life. And that's what you guys are doing right now. This is harder than any other challenge, I'm guessing, than most of you have faced in your life. Going through what you're going through, being on probation, trying to turn around your situation and improve and make better decisions and get out of here, and then continue it after you get out of here. You're training, and I think that you have a great opportunity to train for what you're going to do after you get out of here. While you're here, you have staff that are willing to support you and are motivated, and we'll talk through situations and scenarios with you. So take advantage of that. Train yourself. Train yourself to think bigger than your circumstances that led you here. Train yourself to think of yourself. Train yourself to think of yourself as different than the role that you played that led to you being here. You got to train that mind. That's all part of it. And just like that coach wrote to us, he had said in his letter that these lessons that you've learned will carry you through many of the challenges that you face throughout your entire life. He was 100% correct. 100%. I go back a lot to the things that I learned during those days about myself, about people, what really it means to push yourself, what it really means to give 100%. I draw from that constantly. So he was spot on. You guys have that opportunity too. This right now, this time that you're in, you can draw from for the rest of your life. And that brings me to perspective. Perspective is how I see things, how I hear things, how I take things in through my senses, which might be different than your perspective. A loud noise might be louder to me and maybe bring up some emotions within me that you might just, whatever, it's no big deal. I'm used to that. It's just another loud noise. I hear it all the time. Perspective is huge because that's what we're talking about as far as these situations that we're training for once we leave this place, once we leave these programs, right? You gain a new perspective. You hopefully have gained a new perspective, and that is going the route that you went before this and becoming involved in this, and now having to lose a portion of your freedom, lose some privileges and things that you were able to enjoy when you weren't detained or when you weren't having to report to probation or you're learning a different perspective. And people ask me all the time, man, isn't your job stressful? And I say, and I really do, and I mean this sincerely. No, I don't find this job stressful. You guys see me running around a lot and very busy and torn in a lot of different directions. That doesn't stress me out. You know why? Because I keep a perspective. My perspective is, and you guys can maybe see it on my wall right there. That picture is also on my screensavers. It's that picture of the spot. Oh, let me grab it. Hold on one second. I keep that picture hung or displayed wherever I can at all times. Every day I see this picture and it gives me great perspective. This was my very first night that I slept outside. My very first night that started 6 years of homelessness. And for me, what can be more stressful than that? I mean, a lot of things, I'm sure, but from my perspective, job stressors and things that I deal with here, life stressors and stuff like that. It's all relative to me. It's because of my perspective. You guys have that opportunity. You've formed a perspective now where you know what it's like to have certain things taken away from you, your freedom, all the things that you enjoyed, down to the very, very simple things. Grasp that perspective once you get out of here and understand that, the challenges that you face once you get out of here, you're strong enough to face them. You're strong enough to overcome them. You're strong enough to break that cycle because of this perspective that you should carry after this. And that is, I've been through some hard stuff, and now I know the decisions or the situations and things that I should avoid in order to not go back to that situation. I know what I could have done to remain in this situation, but I didn't. I broke the cycle, right? And now I have a valuable perspective to draw from, where things that normally might stress people out to a great degree, I don't really get fazed by that because of that. So those are my 2 words: training, perspective. You guys have opportunities to strengthen both of those or shape both of those while you're here, man. Take the opportunity. I know it doesn't seem like it because you're missing all the things that are on the outside, or missing all the things that are waiting for you after you're off probation, that extra freedom, whatever comes with it. But this is an opportunity. It really is. And you will draw from it for the rest of your life. It's how you use it is the difference. Okay, that's it. Keep breaking those cycles, guys.